right, guys, today we're going to go over the Deadstop Swing. So I'll show you, demonstrate it, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about why you should do it. All right, so that's the Deadstop Swing. So why should you do an exercise like this? Well, number one, it's a good learning tool on the way to learning how to do a continuous swing, okay? So the swing, part of the hip hinge family, tremendous pattern in and of itself that's extremely useful. If you're using or want to use the swing to train that pattern, and you're still early in the learning process, the continuous swing can be a gap filler in between learning how to deadlift your kettlebell to learning how to swing continuously with your kettlebell. Because that Deadstop Swing can kind of be the next stage. And the reason I say that, with a continuous swing, each rep kind of feeds the momentum or feeds the next one. So you can get a little bit of elasticity out of the musculature to help produce that next swing. With the Deadstop, you really have to focus on producing the force for that rep each time from the hips, right? So with the Deadstop, you hike it back, you load everything up, drive through those heels, snap the hips, the bell comes up, comes back down, you absorb that impact and then park it again. And then you rinse and repeat for however many reps you're trying to do. So it does a good job of reinforcing the fact that that snap has to come from the hips. Number one. Number two, I think another benefit is it teaches you how to deal with getting the swing started and stopped safely. I can't tell you how many times I've watched people do a really beautiful looking set of swings only to just round their back completely and dump the bell on the ground and just put themselves at risk at the end of the exercise when they performed the exercise itself beautifully. So the Deadstop does a great job of teaching you or ingraining in you how to start and finish that exercise. And I think the third benefit, and this is one of those things that I don't think gets a whole lot of notice on the Deadstop Swing, is because you're replacing the bell or parking the bell after each rep and you have to produce that snap, you don't get any of that elasticity from the previous rep. What's happening is I think you can get a little more work out of a lighter bell. Okay, so in my opinion, in my experience, the continuous swing, while it may be a little harder from a technique standpoint, I think physically is easier than the Deadstop Swing. So if I wanted to, maybe I want to move from a 50-pound bell up to a 60-pound bell, or from a 40-pound bell to a 50-pound bell, and maybe I just don't have access to that next size bell yet, then that Deadstop Swing can be a way for me to make use of that bell that's a little bit lighter until I can get my hands on the bigger one. And I can still make training progress that way. So give it a shot and let me know how it goes.